You're just trapped.
Yeah. That's okay.
Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. There's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds coffee is my guilty pleasure. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds coffee. Coffee to die for and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
Hey everybody, it's Tuesday night, time for another live Wicked Horror Show. I'm Kevin, and as always, I'm joined by Tony Has Nine Fingers.
What is going on, people?
And we're also joined by Angel again this week. What's going on, Angel?
Hey man, how are you?
I'm all right. You sound frazzled.
Oh no, I'm good, man. It's okay. Tuesday.
Yeah, it's time to relax and have fun. Right?
It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
One of my buddies thought it was Thursday, so that's where we're at in my story.
I wish it was Thursday, but then we wouldn't be talking to our awesome guests.
Correct.
Speaking of our awesome guests, Tony, would you like to introduce our very special guests?
Sure, and it's actually a lot easier because they're all in one spot. Usually you have to jump the camera around and then figure out who's going first.
Yep.
But from the movie Haunt Season, we have... let me get everybody's name. I'm probably going to mess everybody's name up.
Get their first names.
It's all right. Figure it out.
Yeah.
I have faith in you. It's Thursday after all.
Thursday.
We got Jake Jarvi. We have Stephen Kristof. And we have Janet Jurado.
Jurado.
Okay,
If only got that right, I would have... I don't know what
be
I
honest
would
with
I've
you.
been saying it wrong the entire time.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry, Jen.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
No, I know.
Well,
So,
It's
the
nice
thing
to
is,
meet you, though. Yeah, it's really great.
I'm known for messing names up. So
I am too.
think of it as like a rite of passage. If you come on here,
Right.
It's very rare that we all get everybody's name.
No, that's great.
Yeah.
I feel so adult now. I've gone through my rite of passage, and
Yeah. And
now I'm here. I'm part of the family. It's really good.
You've been sired by Tony.
So yeah, let's talk about the movie a little bit. So first thing for me is I noticed some pretty I mean there's so many movies out there, it's hard to keep track of what's coming out and when things are coming out, but
tell me about it.
two YouTube favorites of mine are in this movie, and I was like, how did I not know that they were in this movie? Like, they're favorites of mine. How did I miss that they're in this movie?
Clearly, they did not do a very good job promoting our movie.
I've heard of this thing. Forgetting about stuff you've been.
Well, that may not be the case. It also may be that I watch old episodes, or I just because I jump around a lot between, and I'll go through phases of watching a ton of one thing and then skipping to something else and waiting for things to build up and whatever. So I'm curious if Tony or Angel, if you recognized anyone from YouTube. Celebrity.
I don't know I don't watch YouTube that much anymore, just because after not making videos, I kind of went towards the TikTok side of everything. So plus I don't know which YouTubers you watch. So
you're on YouTube right now, Tony.
Yeah, we're on YouTube right now. And you have a YouTube channel yourself.
It's hard to watch it while you're on it.
It's true. You're on it too often to watch it. No, these guys have been around for forever. So Craig was one of the early vloggers out of Chicago as Wheezy Waiter. He was
the football the guy without the football player without a head.
Yeah,
who ends up getting fired.
So he was he went through a period in 09, 08, and 09 and 10 where he was vlogging every single day. He would put up a new video every single day. He'd wake up, he'd do a talk show in his apartment, and then he would put it up before 3 p.m., And every single day he would do this, and that's kind of how he built his audience. He was like a YouTube comedian. Yeah. And then Rob, the guy who has his heart chopped out.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
In my heart.
He is my boss. I shoot and edit for his YouTube channel. Like,
really?
He's a YouTube musician.
He's a great, phenomenal guitar player.
He's a phenomenal guitar player, and I've been shooting his videos for the last 7.5 years.
And one thing that he does kind of on the reg, I don't know if it's consistently yearly on the reg, but they'll write an album in like a day.
Yeah, album in a day. Him and Andrew Wong. It is every single year except for COVID. They've done it 6 years in a row. Last year they flew us all to Abbey Road and did it at Abbey Road.
That's awesome.
Damn.
Like, it's like a thing. They write and record a 10-song album in 12 hours. They haven't written a thing before. They get there, 10 songs, 12 hours. And the most exhausting day of my year, other than we were shooting an actual movie.
Sure.
But they're both, I think, very entertaining YouTube like personalities as well. So definitely, if you don't know who they are, check them out.
Check that out. Start with Album in a Day. It's a blast.
In a lot of ways, I'm not even sure the movie would have ever happened without Rob.
No.
Because
really?
It was through Rob as a connection that Jake and I met, and ultimately kind of how the early roots of the movie started to form. Was through a Rob Scallon shoot that I did some set work for in Jake's garage.
We didn't kind of identify what we did in the movie at the beginning, but Steve is an actor in the movie. He plays Bradford. He's a producer in the movie, and he also in real life owns and has operated that haunt for over 20 years.
Realm of Terror. There it is.
Realm of Terror. I just I was like, this has got to be a real place. And
it is a real place.
I was like, this is too set up. I'm like, it's
too good.
Tickets go on sale soon. Realmofterror.com.
I'm like, holy shit.
If you're watching this in the future, tickets may already be on sale. Just come.
Gotta go.
Right.
Round Lake Beach, Illinois. Gotta go to Realm of Terror. I spent some of the best hours of my life in Realm of Terror.
Mm-hmm. I've spent all of the hours of my life in Realm of Terror.
If I ever make it to Chicago that time of year, I'll definitely check it out. Like, me and my wife, we like to go to like haunted houses in the area. Like, there's a lot of in Mass. There's a lot of good ones, and you know, Spooky World back in the day, and now it's Nightmare New England, and you know, there's a bunch of there's a few that are like indoors now, so they do it throughout the year. Like, they'll do like a Christmas themed one, like a Krampus one during the winter, and they'll do like, so I'm down for it. I've always wanted to go to Chicago, so if I ever make it out there and it's that time of year, I will do it.
Gotta do it.
Spooky season.
Now you know where to go.
Gotta do it, and we're almost halfway to Halloween. So
I gotta go. I got work to do.
It's not even like it just hit like 60 degrees like
the
last 2 days.
Listen,
I know.
I've been in heaven, windows down,
It's gonna be in the 40s tomorrow though.
That's fine. Windows are still down. It's a different kind. It's a different kind of 40 though, right?
Yes, it's got a positivity to it. There's an air of joy.
Yeah.
It said that we're supposed to get possibly an inch of snow on Thursday.
Bring it, bro. As long as it's like 69 the next day, we're good.
We're good. Yeah, because it'll melt. That's true. Yeah. Facts are facts.
Now having the haunt for that long, did you ever think that you'd film a movie there? Was that like ever in the realm of possibility, or
the haunt's always been this weird revolving door of possibility, right? I opened it when I was really young, and eventually started to get into the film industry. Went to school for that, kind of stepped away from it, focused on the haunt, got totally out of the film industry, and somehow it brought me right back to it. So it was one of those things that it was always, we should do that. Never did it. And then when the opportunity came, it was like, no, I think we have to do it. And here we are. We did it.
Yeah. Rob was like, call this guy Steve. I shot a couple banjo metal videos in his haunted house in like gnarly rooms with like guts hanging off the walls and everything. And I want to film another gnarly room. And so that's the first time I ever talked to Steve. Steve was like, yeah, come on down.
I thought he was someone else.
Yeah.
Wait, you're that Jake? All right. Yeah, you could walk to it. Come on.
And then at the end of the day, we were just kind of talking movies, and it kind of came up that I'd made some like super low budget movies before. I made a whole web series for 8 years, and Steve was like, yeah, what if we did something here? And I was like, great. I fucking love horror movies. Let's do it. Right. So And then slashers are my favorite, so I just wrote a slasher for his haunt.
There you go.
I mean, it's fitting though, right? So because like you have, it's kind of built in already, right? Like you know how to scare people. You're already like the business aspect of what you do is scaring people. So it's just like you put a little bit of a story on it, and then you film
that story.
That story. You know what I mean? With the surroundings and the settings. It's like
it kind of can happen. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like if like a haunted attraction is like really good like that, something really bad could happen, and people are like, oh my god, look at the the effects are so good.
Yeah,
I go on to the next room.
I remember what
I take out all of the safety protocols that are in place at Realm of Terror. I had to I couldn't show any of the cameras that they have to make sure everybody's safe the whole time. I had to
show the metal detectors.
Couldn't show any of that stuff. As I had to pare it down, make it even more kind of like homegrown feeling haunt than it actually is, so that it would feel more dangerous.
Yeah.
Don't listen to him. Our haunt's so dangerous.
No,
you're gonna die.
It's scary.
There's we don't get inspections. They just
no.
I mean,
you are not gonna get shut down on my watch, Steve.
Yeah, you meet a guy in the alley. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Those are the fun ones. Yeah, we need you to sign here and meet the guy in the alleyway. He'll walk you in through the.
It's a different kind of weird.
So so it was like the different rooms that things happened in that or different areas that those are legit areas that are already set up, or did you have to build onto other things to accommodate some of the script and Mm. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Uh, okay. Mm. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, that's cool because okay.
Oof.
Mm. Yeah, that was my past profession was a truck driver, so I know how, and I always thought like it would be cool to build something in here that was like self enclosed and like for like movie type stuff. So to hear you say that you fabricated that is like, all right, that's dope.
Yeah.
No reefers. Yeah. Yeah, refrigerated. Yeah. 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 Yeah, that's it. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
What? How long was the actual process? Like well, like the filming process. Like how long did it actually take? And like like did it interrupt the haunt season? And no pun intended, but you know what I mean. Like did it interrupt the actual?
Mm. Congrats. Mm.
Nice. Yeah, it's amazing that I mean that's just a lot going on at once, and it's amazing that you're still standing. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Ah.
I had to actually look it up because there's one very similar in New Hampshire where they have it set up like with the tiers like that too. So I was like, where are they? I'm like, I don't think Rob is from out in
Mm.
New Hampshire. Like I had to, okay, mhm, nice. Oh no, yeah, there you go. Do you know who has the record? I wonder if it's New Hampshire. I wonder.
Nah. Nah. Well, let's not start
Yeah.
more. Yeah.
Well, I would like to see New Hampshire lose personally, but live free or die, whatever. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna push really hard. You just gotta push the whole thing over. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
jerks. And then they staring at like just standing there looking at me like, what do you think you're doing?
And you
Nothing,
just
apparently.
just go like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're good.
That works.
You sure you never been here? Yeah.
Yeah. Hey guys, just real quick, I had a comment saying that you guys are frozen and they can't hear you. Yeah, do you mind jumping out and jumping back in real quick? Okay, sorry about that.
Weird.
Yeah. Okay. That stinks.
How long?
I had a message 4 minutes ago saying that we can't hear your guests.
Interesting.
And then 32 seconds ago.
Check.
Hello.
Hey,
we were able to hear you the whole time. So
yeah.
People in the chat, if you can hear Janet, Jake, and Steve.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Hello.
Check. We are talking. We are having a great time on the Wicked Horror Show.
Words.
You have tuned into the Wicked Horror Show.
YouTube.
This is the first time YouTube has ever had a problem.
That's because Tony was talking shit.
It's we're having the same issue that Netflix had with that boxing fight. Viewers.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
I am basically.
Up,
I'm the exact same. People. The problem is they saw Jake. They thought it was Jake Paul. So like,
Yeah. Tony has Mike Tyson's ass frozen on his screen.
Now Tony is frozen.
Now Tony's frozen.
Is he?
Yeah, it's saying now you're frozen.
That could be there.
Maybe
is it their internet?
Yeah, maybe it's their internet.
No, because they said that they can now hear Janet, Jake, and Steve.
Why?
That's the important part. So
yeah, Tony, bounce.
Nothing against you, Tony.
No.
Wander back if you dare.
Get that.
Well, where were we? What were we talking about?
Casting.
Oh yeah.
So I want to say one of the like the big cast member of the movie is the Haunt, but in that Haunt you have people like Janet, who's a Haunt actress in the actual Haunt.
Not in the actual Haunt.
Well, no, I mean in the movie.
In the movie. Yeah.
So yeah, what was that process like? Like you hadn't been through the Haunt before, until the movie, or.
No, I think I have.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I had gone through it before.
We're very popular.
As a guest,
we're very popular.
Yes.
It is a destination. It is destination. You must go.
No, that's why to go back, the one scene. Sorry, before I know Janet was up next, but the one scene where I was like, "This has got to be a legit place," because these security guards, they look like they take care of business. And that's what was coming up. It was like number one, like fucking boom, boom, boom. Like you gotta go here, and I was like, "Fuck, that's so far."
Worth it though. Worth the drive just for it.
And Chicago's got a really great Haunt market. And you can, if you come to Chicago, don't just see us. See everyone.
Oh yeah.
Because there's such a great Haunt community out here.
You can hit a lot of Haunts, but also like that the Haunt actually does border the most fun like family bowling arcade entertainment center around. So like it's just you can do it all. You know, that's all like that.
That was right next door.
It is literally. It is literally
go drown in the pond.
Same thing.
Yeah, drown in the pond.
Yeah.
Remember they were like talking, and he mentioned something about Steve's character like not looking good in a bra, and he's like, "When did you see me in a bra?" And then he pan over, and there's a little kid playing mini golf.
I thought that was movie magic.
That's not a little kid. That is my wife. So
I'm sorry.
Kevin.
I thought it was a little kid.
Well, it's because there's you got to step down to get into the mini golf course area. So
forced perspective.
Yeah. It's forced perspective.
That's crazy.
Yes. That was the movie magic.
Yeah.
You turned a grown woman into a little child.
As though it was a child.
It's like let her know that
some child with some very long arms was playing mini golf.
Yes. Can I back up just for a second though to the Janet conversation, because one thing I found out after making like a web series with friends for forever is when you do this and you cast people you don't know ahead of time, like you're really hoping that the chemistry is awesome. And it was like you didn't even read with the other three girls that are like the Fab Four, as we called you guys.
I read with Sid.
You read with Sid?
We were in the same room. Yeah.
Okay, so you read with Sid, but you didn't read with Sarah or Tyra.
Correct.
Yeah. And like, what was it? And then I found out like when like we mostly just had movie conversations, so I didn't like get your perspective on joining the movie ever because I was too busy like working on the movie. So what was it like to kind of enter this world? Was it what you thought it was gonna be?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And also I always trust directors in that even if the actors that they evidently cast don't get to do a chemistry read before they're cast, I trust their gut feeling that the chemistry is going to be there and then it's going to work out, and they're always right because there's just that little piece of like magic that directors have, I think, in just knowing whether people are going to work well together or not. And I think that was the case here. Is Jake didn't necessarily need us to read together before the cast list went out because it was so natural, and it was like we had known everyone for like the longest time. It came very naturally. We got very lucky because we just did not have time to actually do any reads with anybody. Like we got the money very quickly once we did the fundraiser, the investment fundraiser, and then it was like we have to start this like now.
Yeah, like we didn't even have time to do a read through.
There wasn't even a read through.
There was no time or money to do a read through.
No, because and we were a Screen Actors Guild production, so you actually have to pay everybody to do a read through, and we didn't have money for that. So like it was like all the money went into the making of the movie.
You all can read though, right? So we're gonna skip that.
But you didn't feel any hesitance about like entering this gnarly haunted house world?
Nope.
I think to back her up,
she'd already been there. So
I think that's why I said, like you said, like you came in with a trust that you were like folding into a group that was welcoming, that had their shit together to what you thought was, their shit together, and you were open. So I think that's probably why it worked with that. No one had like egos or like, you know what I mean? So everybody was ready to rock.
Yeah, because we all have that one thing in common that like we're all artists, we're all aiming towards the same goal, so that helped.
And we didn't really have any like problem people. Like I mean it can easily happen when you get like 30 35 people together.
Just Steve Kristof every time.
That was the only problem. He was the
real problem.
You guys are fucking up my place.
I was gonna say because
that's not how we do
it. You never did that. You did the opposite.
Not in my house, you don't.
I would be like, please tell me, is this how you would do it? And you'd be like, not my haunt. It's not my haunt.
Oh wow,
that was the thing. Is it wasn't my haunt. It's the haunt that he wrote. It just happens to have the same name as mine. But like at the end of the day, it's his vision, not mine. So awesome. I wanted to make sure that whatever.
That's a wild amount of trust you put in me, my man.
That's great.
What's the worst that happens?
Now
I make your haunt look stupid. Like, what if I made your haunt look stupid?
Then it would look stupid. It's been stupid before.
The scaredest I ever was in the entire process. No, when your dad was mad. That's when I was. But like, other than your dad being mad, the scaredest I ever was the first time I showed you the movie end to end.
Sure.
Because it was like, this is what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I get that.
This is
I get that. I mean, anytime you take your hands off and you're just like, all right, that's it. It's done.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Like you could edit it, keep editing it, cutting it different ways, but once you have a finished product, it's like when do you walk away? Like, is this finished?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or can I tweak it more? Can I do more color grade, like different things, or like
There wasn't like a lot of wiggle room. I don't really shoot like a ton of coverage. I kind of shoot one thing until we have it the way that I want it. You know, like it's so like there weren't a ton of other edit options to be had in the movie.
Well, I mean, the runtime is what was it, an hour and 20 minutes, right?
Yeah, 81 minutes.
So like you're lean. That was like lean. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's like an hour and 20 minutes.
Dude, slasher movies especially, of all of the horror subgenres, slashers need to do their thing and get out.
Yes.
Like they especially since like the ethos of a slasher, more or less, unless you are doing the investigative one where like they are hunting the killer in the movie. Like if you're doing the one where nobody knows the killer's happening, all you have is character conversations and kills, and people are waiting for the kills, and usually the character conversations are boring as hell. I wanted to like the characters in our movie, and I love them.
No, you did. I think that's what's missing in some is like, I mean, I guess your everyday watcher maybe, but I want to know, like, I want to either feel for the character who's getting killed or like not. It's like, okay, I want to see this person get killed, or I don't want to see this person get killed, as opposed to, oh, okay, there was a kill. Okay, that I've seen that many a time. So I want character development.
Yeah.
So if I'm ever in court and I see you on my jury, be afraid.
It's over.
Death penalty or nothing.
Sergio, who's in the chat, first off, he says what's up, but he is also asking if we have a trailer. I do have the trailer. The last time I tried to play the trailer this way, we had an issue with audio, but we're gonna try again.
All right.
You might have to push it a certain way.
I'm trying.
Last time, it was just playing over.
Otherwise,
it was just playing over us.
We can also like we'll do the sounds. Like you do the trailer, we'll do the sounds.
Oh my god!
Oh, we are.
All right, so the music.
You didn't get the tickets.
How long can you scream like that?
There you go. Yeah.
There we go. We've got it.
All right, cool. Give it a shot. Here we go.
Oh shit.
Two, three.
These people around with a big chainsaw. He does this so good.
So good. So good.
Yeah, it's just us.
Yeah, it's just us.
That's all right.
It's good though.
I don't even know. I think people are just watching us.
Chicks chained to the wall. Another place.
Oh, there it goes. Right at the last second there.
Are you ready to die?
It's Kevin's internet connection. That's a real problem.
That's what it is.
You got to get off
it's
Starlink,
you, buddy.
man. Get off of Starlink. It's not worth it.
It said that it was sharing.
No, it's nice
It said that I was doing it.
It's good. It's good to watch a trailer though. It's
it's a reaction video.
No. It said that it like so what it was showing here
I think you missed it.
It's supposed to be different than what it was showing on the actual broadcast.
Word.
But I don't know if it did or not.
If you just
just
Google Haunt Season trailer.
It'll get you there.
You should get
Damn, these guys harmonized
that. Or what you could also do is just go to you can go to Plex or you can go to TUBI.
Just watch the movie on
TUBI. Yeah, go to TUBI. TUBI forever. TUBI or not TUBI. TUBI.
That's one for you guys.
Well, no, it's not. It's not like I just actually personally love TUBI.
I do too.
TUBI's great.
I just love.
I'll be honest. I watched it on TUBI, and then I started watching it again on Plex. And the TUBI commercial break thing was definitely done more tastefully. Than it was on Plex.
No, they
were cutting off in between sentences and stuff on Plex.
Yeah,
and
that's just like an automated drop. Like TUBI actually chooses where the ads go. I think it's really nice.
Yeah.
Totally.
I didn't know.
Ease it.
Yeah.
Plus, Tubi has the best intro of all of them. That little like Tubi.
Yeah,
I really like it. I like it. So it's way better than
I figured I'd give Plex a try because I use Plex for so much other stuff. Like
I think Fandango now is the one that actually shows us in full HD. I think I think Tubi maxes out at SD. I believe, but anyway, like it doesn't matter. Movie works in any.
Well, I look good in 4K, so
no, they don't even do 4K. I'm saying they do 1080.
Well,
like the only time you'll see us
I look good in 4K. I didn't say
You're just pointing out.
You could see me in 4K right now. You'd be like, damn.
Kristof's fucking.
That's right.
Speaking,
you won't be the last.
Speaking of 1080, what kind of gear were you guys running for the shoot and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, we were shooting this really, really light and easy on the Sony A7S III.
Okay.
Yeah, and since I like so much movement, like Alex, our DP, had that up on the gimbal for like, I don't know, probably 40% of the movie. Like
it must have been more than that.
Yeah.
It must have been at least 40% of the movie.
Yeah, and it just like was it's the camera we had access to, and on a 3-month rental, like we couldn't rent it every weekend for 3 months on our budget.
Rented?
No, it wasn't rented.
Oh,
like that was like that we shot it with the camera that I shoot Scallon's videos with. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, and so again, like thanks to Rob Scallon, like he also provided the camera and the gimbal that we used for the entire time.
And then you said your DP,
Alex.
Okay.
Yeah, Alex Lakin. He this is our first time working together. I looked through a bunch of reels of people who were kind of like looking for their first feature.
Yeah.
Alex shoots a lot of commercial stuff, and his reel, like. When you see a lot of people who haven't shot a bunch of movies before, if their reel is mostly like daylight exteriors, you might run into an issue. And Alex's was like all dark. It was like all in the dark. And I was like, dude, cool. I actually tried to hire someone else first, and she was like, I don't have time. Talked to my buddy Alex. I looked at his reel and I was like, dude, we just met in a bar, and he was like, I think it's cool. I was like, let's do it. And he was like, okay.
Awesome. Well, that's because I mean, it looks great. It's shot like this. Like I was like, 'cause for me, like I'm like a gearhead, and I'm also like gearing up to start making my own type of films.
Yeah, dude.
So like that's like a lot of the stuff I pay attention to. So like that's the questions I always ask. But yeah, I love the way it was shot. Everything, the colors, and everything, and.
Thanks, dude. I love it too. Like his lighting was like totally his domain. Like, on day one, we were there, and he was like, "I want to light this whole room red." I was like,
"Yeah,
okay." And then,
legit. I was like, "That's sick." Like the fucking, it's so like the contrast of it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And I was like, "This is pretty dope."
Yeah, he color corrected the whole thing too. Like he shot it. He chose the codec. He chose the filter we shot the entire movie through,
and very little of it is the haunt's actual scenic lighting, even though the haunt has a lot of great scenic lights.
Yeah,
like originally I think our plan was we were gonna try and leverage as much of that as possible, and then Alex came in and he's like, yeah, no, this is good, can we turn it all off?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, we can. Why? And then they'd go, I mean, it looks great, but every now and then I was like, I'm not sure it looks different.
It does. It actually. So
I know it does, but I just
like I can shoot.
I like my lights.
I like the grain. I can shoot your haunt every year with your lights, because the Sony that we shot with has that dual ISO. So like it picks up, it re-ISOs at 12800. So like that darkness, I was gonna be like, let's just use the haunt lighting. That's fine. But if you look at it, it kind of phases.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You get that noise.
It turned out so good.
Yeah, it sizzles. So like with Chris, or Alex brought his friend Chris as his gaffer, and Chris just brought out these Stereotubes, and like almost every single scene is just a Stereotubes, or maybe they would throw a panel up top, but like it was very the outside things is when they actually brought out the old school film lighting, you know. toss it up on a huge season, like just point it down into the mini golf course and like the whole thing with one thing. But Alex, Chris was incredible. First AC, David Keyser, JV, like the camera team was so fun.
They were so good.
I loved them.
So good.
Speaking of the mini golf course, that was my favorite kill with the head and the little freaking
that was
thing. That one I was just like, oh, I'd never seen that before. And then just with the water too, and like the color too. And I was like, oh, okay, that's.
Did they have to like drain that water, or what did they do?
All of that was kind of like after the fact. I was like, hey, Jake, I know she's supposed to like die in the pond. What if we like grind her up in this thing? And he's like, that'd be cool. How do we do that? I'm like, I'll make it happen. So like the big gear thing that's in there, we made that and shoved it into the side of that structure to make it look like that's what drives the big water wheel. And then I was like, hey, Jake, what if I dye the water right as she dies? And he's like, that'd be cool. Can we do that? I was like, absolutely not. And he's like, okay, so how do we do it? I was like, don't worry about it. So what I ended up doing, because it's a functioning miniature golf course. You can play it. Well, not right now. It's not open yet, but you can play that all year. So we drained it. I had to go out there the night before.
That was the thing. You were like, right when you ordered the water wheel thing, because usually that was just that sawmill with the water wheel just had a empty panel. It was just like a door. And Steve was like, I know somebody who's going to make this thing look gnarly. This hand-cranked wooden thing that somebody's inside the sawmill cranking by hand. But like ahead of time, he was like, so you're going to have actors? You're going to have the pond. Actors go into this pond, right? I was like, that's the plan. And Steve was like, well, then I will see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. while we drain this pond, and we are going to muck it out. We are going to sanitize it.
It's a pond. It sits outside in the sun all day.
It
builds algae. It builds nasty whatever in there.
So we went and we drained and mucked that thing out.
We drained and mucked that thing out, power washed it, got sandbags, and then we filled half of it. So that we were, in the event that I had to refill it, it wasn't going to take 2 days to fill. But we sandbagged it. That way I could control
the flow,
how much like blood we had to use and all of that, and how much of it seeped and stained the rest of this family-friendly miniature golf pond. So we drained it, filled it, shot it, stained it,
threw a dye. You threw a dye bag.
Yeah, I threw a bunch of dye, like a pond dye, basically, into the pumps to get it to cycle through all of that right when the kill happens.
Yeah.
And then immediately when they were done shooting, I was like, all right. And then I went and drained it and then had to refill it because, it's a functioning miniature golf course that needs water. So.
You don't want Billy fucking chucking his golf ball and they were like, Mom, my golf ball's all bloody.
Why is it red?
Yeah. It was a red, wasn't it red when we got here? No.
Because you don't go to bed on time. That's why.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that was definitely my fan. I was like, and the attention to detail with the blood. I was like,
I was like, wow, they actually dyed the water red. That's
that was a good.
I was like
touch.
trying to see. I'm like, did they do that digitally? I'm like, they didn't.
No, it was a good.
They didn't because it's coming out of the fountain and everything.
Pretty much everything is practical in the movie. There's very little digital. I think that happens throughout the whole thing.
The only digital trickery is really just just marrying two things together. Like when Tyra, the chainsaw arm situation, that arm is real, a real fake arm that they ran tubes through and did everything. And then cut through it, then get that arm out, bring her in, don't move anything, and then I just kind of composite them together.
Nice.
Because I wasn't going to run a chainsaw that close to Tyra's face. that wasn't my plan.
Well, and the chainsaw through the abdomen?
The chainsaw through that was the trickier one because the actor was moving, the dummy wasn't. And so that took a little bit more just After Effects ingenuity in post. But I never give myself a second option. So like I shoot the way I want it to be, and then I don't have an out.
That's great.
You're like, this has to work.
No, it looked awesome. Like I was
legit. That was That one was one of my favorites. But you guys,
favorite. That one's my absolute favorite.
Just the fact that I'm like, oh hell yeah, right through them. But then like,
yeah,
like that whole next, I was like, all right.
Now, you talked about it before, how big the cast was. Now, did you use any of the people that were actually in the haunt as some of the actors too?
That's kind of what we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much my people were pretty much only background. There's a good handful of them. Like when there's scenes that take place backstage at the haunt, if it's a like actor you don't ever see again the rest of the movie, that's probably one of the haunters, like my actual haunt kids, and I spend the whole year with those people. But if they have lines, like they're all who Jake cast, and then there's me, the center of the Venn diagram.
the one who marries both worlds. But we found out after casting Rosemary, pink hair, who goes into the windmill, we found out that she had previously haunted elsewhere.
Somewhere else.
And then she came and haunted that year at your haunt.
Yeah, for 2 years. She came, so the haunt after we filmed haunt season, she came that season and the following season. Then she was hurt last year. So she wasn't there last year. But
not at the haunt.
We killed her at the haunt.
No. Do not listen to this man. Give him your money.
In the pond.
No.
We got hurt.
It is.
The important thing is that you said whoops as you did it. So that way it's an accident.
Yeah. And then Sid, who plays Celeste in the movie The OnlyFans Girl, she came and worked 2 years ago.
What about Janet? Did you get a job yet, or are you coming back?
As a haunt actor?
Yeah.
Not yet. It's kind of tempting. So maybe this haunt season. I know.
Steve, let's make it happen.
I showed up here. It's like I haven't seen you in so long. I'm like, that's your fault. you have opportunities.
My fault.
You can come.
Yeah, I mean, like, do you feel like V does? Like, do you feel like you can go through a haunt, but you can't? No, you can't go through one. You could work one.
No, I love going through haunts.
Yeah,
that was the one thing I couldn't relate to in terms of my character. I was like, she a scaredy cat. I love haunts. I will I'll take my time when I go through them. I will purposely walk really slow and talk to the haunt actors and look at all the scenic design, the lighting, everything. Like as a theater major, I have to look at the technical elements, and it's great.
You're like,
I'm terrified.
I love your makeup.
I do. I'm like, you look so good.
They're like, thank you.
I'm like, you're welcome.
And I go through going, okay.
They said you can't touch me.
Okay.
Don't even look at me.
No, I'd be complimenting them. I'm not even kidding.
Wow, that's dope. Yeah, I had a. There was one down but like maybe 20 minutes from here that I used to go to all the time, and then one time I was with my girlfriend at the time, and I'm sitting in like the hayride part that had like this crazy like middle of the woods type deal, and then like someone got on and they're like hitting the shit and fucking blah blah blah, and then someone like they called me a very bad word. I was like just out of high school, and I legit like, what the fuck did you say to me? And then like, I got upset, right? Because it was like very bad, and it was one of my friends that I didn't know was working it that year, and he was like, "Well, it's me, man, it's me." And then I was like,
and then it was okay.
Yeah, and then it was
So it couldn't have been that bad of a word if you were willing to forgive him for it.
No, I was just like, okay.
Now we're back.
And
you were ready. You were ready to fight my actor.
No, I was ready to fight.
You saw my security guys. They don't mess around.
Yeah, don't mess around.
Yeah, but then the next year he got me like a little for like a week there. So I was running through the woods like with him, and it was like going from like being going from like being like a customer type of deal to them being like waiting and like, all right, we're hiding behind the can, and like, okay, here they come, and like fucking I brought like a like the broken handle or recliner so I could like bang on bang on the side.
He just went out there.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
old chair.
That's legit. No, that's legit what it was. Like, he was like, "Oh, you want to try it out?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll go out there and fuck with people."
Yeah, circumvented the process. Just hung out in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, ready to scare some folks.
Yeah, the reefer trailer.
Yeah,
I never get me to do a night, and I'm just too scared. I can't hang with you guys.
You should. I would get fired. You should go out there and scare people.
I think I would get fired because I would make jokes of it. I would.
Actually, like Steve,
it's all entertainment. I don't scare people anymore.
Yeah, no, it's not like the rules are like less like be weirder.
Yeah, the weirder. It's all about entertainment. It's not necessarily like some people are just there to get scared the shit out of them. But other people are there for all different reasons, and you got to figure out what they're there for and figure out a way to make them smile, scream, laugh, cry, whatever it is, whatever they're looking for. You know.
Yeah, we had one guy on, a buddy of mine on TikTok. He did a documentary of a haunt in Alabama. And I never realize how like intricate it is and how long it's planned beforehand. And it's one of those things where sometimes you have people that rotate, but then there's other people that have been doing it for. I think one guy was doing it for like 20 years with a couple of the same people, and it becomes like a family. So I'm guessing it's the same thing as.
And with a lot of those people too. I mean, so not that we're talking about the haunt, I guess. But,
it's good.
Like the haunt industry is very tight. You see all these people every year from all walks of the world, and that was kind of the scariest part about making the movie for me. In the same way that, like, for Jake, it was like the scariest part was like having me watch it. Like, here's your shit, there it is. In the same way for me, like. In a lot of ways, I'm representing haunts in this movie. Like my haunt in this movie is any haunt, right? It's the haunt you worked on wherever in New Hampshire, and it's the haunts you've been to in Boston or wherever. It's every haunt once it's in the movie. So in a lot of ways, like that's been the scariest part of all of it for me. Is like how are my haunt people, the people I've known for 20 years, gonna take this interpretation of it, and it's actually been really nice.
I love it.
It's because that's the cool thing about the movie is it's like it follows the actors, and you have these like really sweet kind of nice moments that like makes you really want to root for these characters. And anyone that like is a haunted house person that I know that's watched the movie, they've come up to me afterwards. They're like, "Hey, sometimes I just watch your movie when I'm missing October." It has this. It resonates really well with like the people that do this, and we all have this love for it. And like then you watch it and you're like, yeah, that's why I do it. And then those people die and they get murdered in the mini golf course and all of that, and that's all good fun too, because we do murder people. That's what we do.
Don't listen to him. We
actually
have to go to
No, you said for entertainment. For
entertainment. It is entertaining to them to kill you.
So you have to come so you can die. That's what.
So did you guys have like any kind of like premiere, like where like people from the haunt and like just
the community and everything,
community thing, like where people got to check this out?
We're gonna kind of have like a haunt premiere.
Are you
soon?
Is it gonna happen?
I think so.
Okay, so it kind of like selling a movie. This is the first time we sold a movie like to an actual distributor. Everything like
congratulations, I love it.
Thank you so much. It was like the first time going through that process, and that process takes a long time. And once that conversation starts, no one's going to release this movie before the next October. So like it took a long time. We showed your haunt kind of like we rented out a theater and just showed anyone from your haunt who wanted to watch it. And then we had our LA premiere, which you came out for.
I went for that, and my school paid for me to go there. My college did. Otherwise, I don't know that I would have been able to afford it.
I love
I'm
that.
So thankful for them. So shout out to Parkside for that.
Yeah. How did that even go down? Like were you like, dude, I'm going to be in this movie. It's going to LA. Like,
yeah. I mean, I had a really good relationship with the dean of the College of Arts and Humanities there. So just having that good relationship with her and having a really good relationship with the chair of the theater department. She talked to the dean, and she had money to give to students that she felt was, of benefit. Yeah. And so she granted me the ticket, the hotel, and everything to go there just like that.
That's incredible. And it was great to have you out there to represent the movie. Yeah.
That's yeah.
And then like at the end of that October, we had our Chicago premiere, which is, since we were, so close to Chicago, that was really a lot of fun. And everybody not everybody got to go to LA, but almost everybody came out for
It was a big
Chicago
turnout for that. That was really cool.
It was really awesome. And we had like a local Chicago, scare programmer kind of put together, get on their mailing list and everything to really get out kind of like Chicago's indie horror community. It was a blast. We signed a bunch of posters. We felt like the real deal.
Rock stars.
But then dude, we also we sold it to the US, and then we sold it to a different distributor in the UK who then sold it to Russia, who sold it to France, who sold it to
wow. So you're international.
Yeah, seeing the reviews come in, they put us in.
Awesome.
They gave us a theatrical release in Russia.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Is that what the dub was from?
Yes,
the
and
Russian dub?
Steve found the Russian dub of our movie, and we watched it the other night.
My friend, we have to. We need a copy of that.
It was a blast.
You can find it. You just have to find the name of the movie in Russian.
Yeah.
Which on the IMDb, it's also known as.
Okay.
Yep, this loss.
You actually just sounded like you're done.
So I don't know how to pronounce it, but it has the Russian name. You copy that into Google.
Oh, okay.
And you can find the Russian dub.
And you will notice also
it's all the symbols. It's not the I can't.
Yeah, you look at it on IMDb. You'll notice the Russian poster removed the skeleton mask and replaced it with a ghost face mask from Scream.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
they sold us as a Scream knockoff.
That's
wow. That's. I mean,
which is an honor.
It is an honor.
Yeah,
but the Russian audiences didn't think we were like Scream. They were like, I thought this was supposed to be Scream.
Yeah, but
you like scary haunts.
Yeah, exactly. You see, it's fun, doing the Google Translate on the Russian and the French reviews and on Letterboxd and stuff.
Yeah, merci beaucoup. They killed everybody.
all in all, it's positive.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm having a great time reading these things. There's so many people who really enjoy the Halloween aspect of it, obviously, but a lot of people really enjoy the kind of scrappy, Little Rascals energy of the cast, the way that the cast feels like them and their friends.
It's relatable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And a great choice in cast as well. I'm just saying. Besides them, I mean, everyone can act their balls off. So
I had everyone was so good. We half of our cast was half or more was less than wasn't even non-union, wasn't even union yet, but we were shooting under a union contract, so we were able to do both, and just awesome discoveries. What a great group of people.
And it was our first film project for a lot of us too. It was my first real thing. I think it was Tyra said it was her first.
We were Tyra's first audition.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Out of the gate.
Yeah.
Boom, you're hired.
Insane.
Yeah. I know Sid has done some shorts and stuff. I know she's got another movie. She's doing another horror movie that's going to be coming out.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was just a absolute dream to find such nice people who could act so well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's especially, doing independent, you know what I mean? There's so many pitfalls or things that can happen that
and how many horror stories did we hear with different things going on? And that's the one thing you don't want to worry about is the casting aspect. Everything else can go wrong while filming it, on top of getting people to work together correctly or mesh correctly. It's that should be so. It was done very well.
There was almost none of that, if any, on set, I think. Throughout the entire filming process, everybody really got along really, really, really well.
Yeah.
And if there ever was a problem or anything like that, it was always everybody kind of banded together to figure out how to solve the issue. Mm-hmm. It wasn't any one person was causing the problem. It wasn't, there was never like an issue of ego that I saw.
No. And I mean, like, it was like a lot of long hours for you guys. I know you were doing a ton of homework.
Yes. Every time I was not actively on set, like waiting for tech to be ready, I was on my laptop doing homework because I was in school full time.
Homework.
Yes. In school full time, I had to take advantage of every minute that I had to read.
You were in school. Sarah was in school. Our lead, Sarah, Elizabeth, she was commuting from school on the weekends to come be in the movie.
Yeah.
And so it was like she, I don't know how even long she had to drive. It was like a 3-4 hour drive.
So it's definitely that commitment, to go back to what you said earlier about that, especially with how you guys had to break it down, because we've heard, where like production starts, they do like the type of schedule that you are on, and then halfway through, like, they'll lose their second, their second, because of the months that I passed, you know what I mean? So it's good that you were able to find, like, I'm looking at the casting list here, that everybody was like, no, I'm here.
Yeah,
I think that really came down to transparency in the schedule. Like, everyone going into it knew what we were getting into at this timeline.
100%. And like we knew it was going to be a long process, but like, again, with a lot of people kind of jumping into this for their first time, like I was so excited to finally get to make my Halloween slasher movie, my very and Halloween slasher movie that I've been waiting forever to make. And so, like, everybody always just like, this is the movie we're going to make. We're finally going to make the movie. Mm-hmm. And so I think that attitude just kind of like, there was never a question. Everybody always showed up.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. You did a great job. The movie is awesome. Awesome enough where I watched it a second time, and then I started watching it a second time on Plex, and I was annoyed with their ads. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to watch it again on Tubi. So I have to finish it again on Tubi.
Shout outs for all the practical effects stuff, which is like my favorite kind of deals.
Yeah.
And then the subject matter, awesome.
Yeah.
So that's off, especially for like you said, you had a bunch of first timers, and it's your first outing on that, and representing like a community that you actively work in, Steve. You know what I mean? And like doing, everybody. Hats off to everybody for sure.
Please and thank you. Show us that love on Letterboxd. All right.
Yeah. I'll sign up.
I have one. I don't use it too much, but because of that, I'll definitely put it on there.
Just off that password.
Now that
you only have to use 2 of your fingers. You can.
Yeah. I used to do it like a long time ago. I used to do like my reviews were like 2 sentences.
That's okay. That's great.
Okay.
Mine are too.
One word.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, mine are just like what I liked about it, and quick, or like if I have a special memory, like I watched this one with this person, that was really fun.
Yeah.
It's more like a diary.
Yeah.
The ratings are so I know what I remembered about the movie, or like when I'm looking back, like what did I think of this movie?
Yeah.
And the reviews are actually just like a little movie journal for me.
Mm-hmm.
Is there or will there be physical media?
God, I hope so.
I mean, at this point, I think that's really up to Dread. So email them and tell them.
Yeah.
Email Dread.
I'll slide through the DMs.
Yeah, we gotta be like, we need that haunt season blue. We need that haunt season blue.
Definitely.
With the variant covers.
Yeah, dude, I made a whole I rented a recording studio. We did 3 commentaries on the movie.
Wow.
I did a cast commentary, a crew commentary, and a YouTuber commentary with just Craig and Rob. And then I did an entire outtakes reel and an entire half-hour behind-the-scenes feature.
Yeah.
So let's send that email so we can get this shit going.
For real.
Beyond that little behind-the-scenes featurette, though, there's a separate 3-hour, 5-hour version of Haunt Season that you can watch on. It's the making of, and Jake has done a really cool thing, and I like it a lot. I think it's really cool. So
that's how you found us, right?
What?
You left a comment on one of the early vlogs.
Yeah, I did on YouTube. I was desperate.
So what happened is throughout the entire process of making the movie, Jake is blogged the entire thing.
Yeah.
In 10 to 15 minute YouTube videos on his YouTube channel.
From the day we launched the investment campaign, now it's just Jake Jarvi. If you just Jake Jarvi YouTube, and now we're gonna do our next movie, which is actually a Christmas rom-com. So it's like the appearance of the channel is a slightly different thing right now. But if you go down to making a horror movie, there's 15 videos that take you from the day I launched the fundraiser to basically
it being
now.
Done. Yeah. It's really incredible because it's kind of like this secret masterclass on YouTube of how to make your indie movie.
Yeah.
It goes through every stage of it, the casting, the writing, the scheduling, the making of it,
getting the insurance, getting the payroll company, the SAG actor thing.
You got all that? You got behind the scenes on that?
All there. And it's super, super cool to watch. And, one that he did it while we made the movie, though. So, after everything was done and it was all happening, and then it was kind of out of our hands, we still got to have these little bits of it because I got to be like, oh, Jake dropped a new video. I'm going to watch it. And, it kept us all in tune. But also, now there's this 5-hour, featurette situation of, how the movie actually got made. It's the ultimate Blu-ray extra.
Well, the one that people really, really like is during post, after we landed Dread as our distributor, and I got their list of deliverables and everything you need to do to deliver a final movie that's going to be QA'd by Apple and Prime.
All the stuff no one talks about.
Exactly, because it's really boring and technical, but that's the most positively responded to one by indie filmmakers. They're finally, this stuff, somebody told me step by step what this stuff is.
All right, yeah, because I'm gonna look that up.
Yep, I'm all about this.
I'm gonna take your master class here.
It's really cool, and it's told in a fun way because it's told in just these little 10-15 minute segments.
All right, so you want to make a fucking movie? All right,
here it is. Yeah, it's really cool, and it's Jake and his wife Eliza, who's one of the producers on the film, and everything that happened along the way. It was a super fun way to stay connected with it. Once I couldn't be, it was well, we made the movie, it's up to Jake now, and we got to kind of live through those shorts.
Yeah, so. we shot it in 22. I finished it in June of 23, and it came out October 24. So
awesome.
Yeah,
that's that's a good role. I mean, we've seen especially at the independent level. I mean, I don't know what your budget was on any of that stuff. We don't need to, but we've heard oh yeah, it took me 5 years. You know what I mean? So boom, you hit, then you got your editing, and then you're out, and also distributed, and then out to the masses within 3 years, 2 years. That's
huge accomplishment.
It felt like forever to me, but I do understand it's kind of fast.
Yeah.
I'm sure it felt like forever to you.
It did feel like forever because people kept asking, "When's your movie coming out? When's your movie coming out?" I'm like, patience.
And they're you didn't make a movie, did you?
I swear they sent me to LA. What do you mean?
The thing is, too, is at a certain point, I just cut my own trailer the way I always do. The project's finished, I want to cut a trailer and show it to people. The trailer went out, everybody was sharing it, and they were all excited. And then with the minute you start shopping it, our producers reps were pull that trailer down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get that trailer down. And then we made a whole new trailer, the trailer that you watched us watch.
Yeah.
Was
sorry, we got to figure this out.
You guys look magnificent, by the way.
It's the first thing that it's the first trailer that's been cut by someone that wasn't me for a project, and I was this is great. This is so fun.
Yeah.
And they want to keep a cap on that so that your distributor is going to be the one who introduces the trailer. It's one of the ways you get publicity for your movie is with a trailer drop. So, putting a trailer out before you have a distributor actually does a disservice to your movie theoretically.
That's
unless you're on your festival run. Because then you have to have a trailer up for the festivals.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to cut you guys short. I'm sorry, I'm coughing like crazy.
A little water?
No, my wife has been sick for the last 4 days, and I think I got it.
Oh no! You got hit by the tail end of it.
You just open mouth coughed all over all of us. You know?
Well, it's good thing is it takes a while for it to come through the internet.
Some water.
Some water.
I have some seltzer because I'm one of those kind of guys. I have to drink it with my pinky up.
Yeah.
Same.
Hey.
Yeah, but so we do have to wrap things up. But where can people go to follow you to find out what is going on in your careers, or where people can follow your projects and your haunt, and where can people go to follow you? Who wants to start first?
For me, it's my Instagram is where I post all my acting stuff. It's just Janet Jurado with a period in between the JURADO.
I'm gonna send you one right now, Janet Jurado.
Jurado. Oh, that was good. I like that pronunciation. That was nice.
You're not gonna get that.
Yeah.
So, Gerardo all day.
Oh God.
All day.
I haven't said the entire time. I feel so bad.
No, it's okay. It's like the American version, I guess.
Yeah. Where are you from originally?
Well, I was born here, but my parents are Mexican.
Okay. Yeah. I'm from Puerto Rico.
Oh hell yeah.
I'm actually part of Uruguayan, so I should have had a little.
I'm from Worcester. I'm just a bland white guy.
Same.
That's cool too. That's
cool water. You need water.
Is it though? Is it?
It's not. Janet, don't
okay,
lie.
I'm
Don't
sorry.
lie.
I'm sorry.
Don't lie.
I tried.
No, not now. Not now. If you like mostly my thing is the YouTube. If you just search Jake Jarvi on YouTube, that's gonna get you there. I'm Jakes37 on Instagram because I didn't care about SEO at all, but like YouTube will get you where you're going.
Okay.
And I'm not a social media guy at all, but come visit us in real life at Realm of Terror Haunted House in Round Lake Beach, Illinois. Come check out mine and my wife's escape rooms. We're in 3 different locations in the Midwest. That's 62 Escape.
Yeah, the escape room in the middle of the movie is also on.
Nice. I love escape rooms.
62 Escape. We do all year round. Realm of Terror is our October thing. Kristof's, it's my family's place. It's the fun center in Round Lake. You can come see and visit and touch and feel all of the scenes from the movies. You can have your own experience.
Used to be filled with blood.
This was blood. I saw it. Yeah, they kill people here for real. So you can come check it out. All there. That's what we do all year long. We make people scream, make people smile, and we let them solve mysteries while they do it. So it's good stuff.
Honestly, like 60 to Escape, like I'm friends with like a bunch of escape room freaks, and 60 is like the best. You guys do just the best theming. It's so fun.
Yeah, I've done like all of them. They're really good. Yes, all of them.
Have you beat them all?
Yes, I have.
Oh,
not to toot my own horn, but I'm real good at it.
You beat them so hard, at least 2 of them are pressing charges.
Yeah. You don't need to know that.
Angel, what about yourself? And also, is the campaign done?
No, actually, yeah. Vampire Surf Cult Kickstarter campaign ends this Friday at 9 a.m. We officially hit goal on Friday. But now we are going into our stretch goals and trying to get as farther past the initial goal as possible. But so we are going to, once this ends, go start into breaking everything down and start production on the cartoon. And so go check it out, vampiresurfcult.com. Like I said, campaign ends Friday 9 a.m. depending on when you are listening to this. If it could be over.
The audio will go up on Thursday.
So but it'll be open. It'll still be open for the stretch goals and all that stuff. But it's been an awesome ride doing it. It's been a crazy 30 days. A lot of things happened unexpectedly that from expectations, and I learned a lot. We all did. The whole team definitely did learn a lot from this experience. So,
dude, fundraising campaigns are like their whole other own thing.
Yeah. It was like a third full-time job, and 6 of us are doing it, and we're all just like, fucking excited. So, so if you've checked it out or backed us on that, thank you very much. And then just follow me on Instagram at chaosmanis, or you can follow my other show that I do with Kevin called That Strange Show. At some point, we'll be back. We went on Christmas vacation and we never came back.
Yeah.
So, at some point,
yeah,
at some point, we got busy with other things.
But it's a 3/4 show. You'll be back in April.
Yes. But yeah, thank you guys. Also, thank you to you guys for rocking out tonight, and it's awesome meeting you guys for sure.
Yeah, it's fun.
Thank you,
Tony. What about yourself?
You can find me at Tony Has Nine Figures on YouTube. All that's older stuff. I haven't really done anything, but there's a whole bunch of stuff on there.
Is pre-beard Tony on that?
Pre-beard. That's when I looked like I was like 12, but I was older. But anyway, Tony Has Nine Figures on YouTube. Tony Has Nine Figures on X, which I don't use, but I just has it. It's so ingrained in my head. It's on
Erase it.
Tony Has Nine Figures on TikTok, which is my fastest growing social media. I'm on there most of the time. So find me there. Tony's Movies on Instagram, where I show off the movies behind me. And of course, here on the Wicked Horror Show, most Tuesdays, whether we have awesome guests or it's just horror movie talk, watch us or listen to us. I'd say watch us, even though you didn't see the trailer this time.
Then you can't go. You could watch us, but not the trailer. But we'll figure that out.
They got to figure it out because I'm not going to keep paying for this.
We'll just do reaction videos to the trailer.
Yeah, reaction.
Like these guys were like, that's awesome.
That's a background. A background reaction. You don't even know what we're reacting to. We'd just be like, oh,
that looked like it's smarted. Yeah.
But yeah, check us out. And Kevin.
Just A Knuckle on Instagram. I deleted my ex Twitter, whatever account finally.
Same.
Besides that Strange Show and this, and then I still get messages and stuff about the re-education of Nancy and Ritter. Yes. Maybe one day we'll do more of those. Who knows? That's a show I was doing with Nancy and Ritter, who was in the original Scream. Who knows nothing about horror movies, and me and my friend Jeremy would have her watch an iconic horror movie, sit down with her for an hour, and get her honest opinions on them.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was fun, but she's just busy, so she doesn't have a lot of time. So
Christmas vacation.
Yeah, it's Christmas vacation all over again. So thanks everyone for watching, and thanks for listening to the people that are listening, and we'll see you guys next time.
Haunt Season.
Oh yeah,
watch Haunt Season,
please.
Yes.
On PLEX, not PLEX. On
TUBI.
TUBI.
Yeah.
Yes.
And better commercial breaks.
Yeah. Then hit us up on Letterboxd. Hit us up on IMDb. Yes. The trolls on IMDb are the worst. You got to get our scores up over there.
I already scored you guys pretty high on.
Yes.
IMDb.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Just throw us a couple stars.
Yes.
Cool.
For sure. Congrats.
All right. Have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much.
You're welcome.
Yep.
Thank you.